teaching to everyone. I am going to be going over the weekly update. So let's make me a little smaller. There we go. Hopefully, everyone had a happy Mother's Day celebrating either with their kids or their family or their mothers or grandmothers. Hopefully, it was fantastic. So, the the new update that was heard around the world that had no explanation now has an explanation. So if you saw last week those red tags saying if you were late for class, and then it tells you also how much time you taught in the classroom, they have talked about this new tool. So this is to help you avoid negative feedback. And so they said, we know that some teachers reached out to us and they were worried. So they want us to know that starting class is, of course, very important for students and parents. So they said more than 30% of classes that start late or finish early receive negative parent feedback, and a high number of those parents don't book the same teacher again. So they were saying that this is to help and it's purely informative. So it has no effect on your contract, payment, base pay increase, or any other records with VIP Kid. So it's just to empower you to help you avoid getting bad feedback. And so it said, that being said, there was some inaccurate information, and so they have been doing immediate fixes and working on optimization and other things like that. So they said, please make sure to check out the best practices for teaching time if you are having issues with starting your class on time or if you are having issues with finishing early. So purely informative, everybody. All right. So they now you can send gifts again to students. Yay! But before it used to be that you mailed it to VIP Kid, but now you are going to send a ticket through Fresh Desk. So I have a link below that talks about the further steps the support center for interacting with parents and students. And so it will have there as a reference, but you will send in a ticket and then they will give you the next steps. So if you want to send anything to your students, this is the way to do it now. So it has changed. Now, major course jumpstart program. So they were saying that 86% of those who have graduated have more bookings. 50% saw bookings increases by 20%. And they said in one case, a teacher got 210 bookings within 3 weeks after graduation. So they were saying non-participating teachers, don't worry. Your booking rate is not directly affected by the program. They've just been noticing that there's been an increase, probably because teachers have been getting better training and things like that. So a significant amount of students that participate in the bonus classes, they do not book lessons on a regular basis, and they were not relocated to other teachers. So teachers who taught those bonus classes, those weren't their new regular students. Those just gave them more experience and things like that. So they said that we can never guarantee that a student will remain as a regular, but the more experience you have, the better it is that better chance you'll have to get booked, because then you've learned more things, you have better feedback and things like that. They also said there have been two major Chinese holidays that have affected students' availability during the Jumpstart program time periods. So they're saying we understand your worries and hope that these details help clear things up. Next, the PC app, you can receive Hutong points. You can get up to 40 points by doing that to be able to use in the Dino store. So, and it says if you have not logged into the PC app, you after May 11th, if you log on, then you can get 20 points for doing that, and then you have to complete 12 classes, I believe. And so those of you who already have used the app, you just need to teach 12 classes. You can get 20 points for completing the 12 classes within the upcoming week. So between the 14th through the 20th. So if you complete 12 classes, then it'll be added to your Hutong account by the 27th. So make sure that your finish types are correct and that. And so if you have it says to track how many classes you've taught, you can click here. So it has like a tracker, which is really cool. So then they also have the Hutong Incentive Support page. So that's new. So I'll have that below as well. Next, there is an update to the newest teacher app on your phone. So make sure if you have not updated that you do, because it has enhanced features, improved functionality, and more stability. So please remember to upgrade. If you search for VIP Kid T in your Google Play or Apple Store, it will pop up. Next, best practices. So they said, we've already talked about the best practices earlier, being on time and not ending early. And they say, here are a few things some key points. So early arrival, even though it's not mandatory, it is always good to check your equipment to make sure that you avoid issues and to make sure that you can increase your positive feedback opportunity by not having any issues there. Then it says, when shall we turn on the camera? Which this has been a heated topic in many of the discussion boards. So there was some outdated information. It used to be that as a teacher, you waited until the student turned on the camera, but that is no longer the case. So official ruling right here. So it says that lots of time was being wasted because students were waiting for teachers to turn on their camera. Teachers were waiting for students to turn on their camera. So no longer the case. Teachers have on your camera no later than the scheduled time. So you turn on your camera right when class starts. Now, they say start class on time. So even if you're in there early, it's recommended that you start at the exact time. If you, some teachers do find it useful that they have a short free talk exercise if both parties are early. Now, they also said at the end of class, please make sure you're staying at least that 25 minutes. If you do happen to finish early, if you've just gone through everything, it says you can do that free talk exercise. It says parents love to hear their students talk. I recommend talking maybe about the things that apply to the lesson so you can talk about in the feedback how you reviewed. But no, I mean, you can talk about whatever, but I've just noticed with my parents that gives really good feedback when we review through free talk or through other ways at the end. Anyway, that's just my own 2 bits, but do whatever you want. And then they have teaching time, frequently asked questions, support page. Have that below as well. Now, 2018 Chinese holidays. They've made a cute dino calendar. So here, let me see if I can switch to it. There it is. And it goes through just the special holidays that are happening and the dates that they occur. This helps you know when there may be less bookings because the students are celebrating and they are with their families. So that was really cute that you can check out. Okay, comic strip of the week. We're still checking out Rain in his classes. So he actually made some of his own flashcards using letters of the alphabet to show teacher Emily. And so she was so proud of him. So, oh, that's the old ones. Oh, and so you can, oh, it doesn't have it up yet, but hopefully they'll have it up soon. But you can see right here a little preview of it. He's got his cute little cards. Okay, snippet number 4 is up. This is about warm-ups. So teacher Marion shows us how singing can be one of the best ways to help students warm up. So check out her video. And then workshops. Something cool about the workshops is that they are starting to have what are called workbooks. And so the first 2 workbooks are for the workshop marketing yourself, and those are they're going to be ready very soon. So then when you take the class, you'll have these workshops to keep track of things. And so very, very cool. So the marketing yourself on May 17th at 11:59 a.m. with teacher Shannon, or 9 p.m. with teacher Jennifer. Remember, those are usually in Beijing time, so make sure that you're checking out when your workshop is. And so you'll receive a workbook if you attend one of those workshops. So make sure you check that out. Remember, use your link, not your code, when you're signing up. And don't forget to look at your workshop roadmap. You can start getting even points in the Hutong I saw if you fill out your entire workshop roadmap. So that's pretty exciting. So make sure you're checking those out. Plus, they just are great resources. Now, lots of meetups going on. You can see these cute VIP kid families showing all the VIP kid spirit. And this next week, there are meetups in DC, Colorado, Pennsylvania, Georgia, Ohio, South Carolina, Virginia, Texas. So very exciting. Got the link below to check out the events page. And if you would like to host, the link is also below. Now, the Beijing trip. Make sure to check out who are the top people in your in your state so far. You can see who you need to try and catch up to if you are in the running. Now, Lingo Bus, they have a cute little link here with Chinese phrases that, as a teacher, it talks about like how to praise, and it talks about when you're all done, how to introduce yourself, ask for their name. So very cute little Mandarin phrases to check out. Now, the Mother's Day Flower Raffle winners, Catherine S.E., Jessica S.Y.D., and Diana J.W.B. Congratulations. So you will be getting a fresh bouquet of flowers. And last but not least, I think we have all had the parents who are very concerned about their student and can somewhat micromanage. And so here's Giggle Corner. Mom, I appreciate the help, but I'm pretty sure I'm the one who is fluent in English, which I'm sure we've all kind of felt that way. And you have to gently and sometimes not so gently inform them of that. All right, I hope you enjoyed the weekly update. If you have any questions, suggestions, anything, please put it below. You can go to the Hutong, get on the discussion page, and try and get answers or share your opinions there as well. Thank you, everybody. Hopefully, you have a great week.